Talking trees, my orchard, my mini orchard space. Apple seems to be putting on a ton of new growth. Is pretty happy. Looks like it has some issues. This discoloration on the leaf, I don't know what it is. I've shown it to some nursery people, they don't know, but seems fine. This peach tree is just getting eaten up with rust, and I've been threatening to give it a hard haircut all summer. I think we might have reached that moment because it looks like it's taken over the whole tree. There's a little bit of healthy growth on it, but it's more rust than healthiness. So I'm gonna cut it way back and spray it with copper and hope it comes back. So we're definitely not getting any fruit off of it this year. Oh, Lord have mercy. I almost ended myself there. Rhubarb I transplanted from the front. I need to get 2 more out. It's an overwintered pimento, I believe. That was really sad, and I figured I'd stick it in the ground, see what happened. It looks like it's coming back. This is where the great groundhog battle, one of the battlefields is. This is over the course of multiple days, just putting rocks, and then I ended up putting this chicken wire down, and then more rocks, and it's all down there. I don't know if we'll keep the little bugger out, but we'll see. So I'd already put in some lima beans. I believe those might be willows. I had pretty much given up on my peas, and then they were started to put off these little pods, so for whatever reason I can't just pull them up, but I'm sure at this point. We've had a lot more cool weather. Normally by now it's hot and they've gone over. So a lot of things that normally would be done for, would have bolted or whatever, are still going, so I think that's part of it. Anyway, and then I have some beans here. These are lavogas, I believe, right there, and let's say that might be the same. Let's see, got pretty much the same. I have a hardy kiwi at the end there, and that matters in particular because that was the site of the companion I got it this year, and it was starting to grow and look really nice, and now it's gone because groundhogs. I did dig it up and put it in a pot, but the roots had been dug out, and all the new growth was snapped off, so I don't know if it's coming back. We'll hope. Okay, and this is our fig that came back from the ground. Looking pretty happy, still growing clearly, and very sad crookneck squash. Everything else seems pretty happy and healthy so far. This monster, it's all one plant. This is primocane it just threw off. It's putting out these enormous berries, and the birds like to eat them, and they were even pulling off some that weren't ripe. I was doing that with my blueberries too, and I've heard that birds eat fruit like that when they're looking for water, and it had been pretty dry. So I finally got a little bird bath. I haven't put it out yet. It was like $15. Every time I've seen a bird bath, it's like a little glass hanging one. Papa's happy. They're very expensive, and I'm not paying $80 to $150 for a bird bath. Don't have that kind of money to just throw around. $15 I can do though. So hopefully the next dry spell, it's been very wet, so they haven't been messing with my fruit. But next dry spell, hopefully they'll have plenty of water now. And that is a pink lady apple. The other apple is a Honeycrisp. I feel like I always forget to say that. It is also getting rust. I'm going to spray it with some copper now that it stopped raining. But there is a cedar tree with rust, and cedar apple rust is, I think, inevitable here. This is a peach tree that volunteered in my garden, and it's kind of crooked. I probably should have just chucked it, but it got to a point where it was pretty big. I was like, you know what? You can be a pollinator for my other tree. Although my other tree, I don't know, doesn't seem to be super happy. And this is a service berry. It has never come out of dormancy. It still seems pliable, so I don't know that it's dead. I don't know. I probably should give up on this as well, but I don't have time other than to look at it and go, That's it.